Now, like I'm telling you, when Ezekiel said Satan went down to the grave, right? That's what he meant. Except he calls him the tree in Eden. That all the other trees envied. But yet you can't explain, right, that to Genesis 2 and 3 to understand that the tree was really a human being, right? Who, again, the angel Satan controlled as an avatar, right? As Jesus also had an avatar, as were Adam and Eve made too, by God. Like each one was made separately, right? So there's at least 3 beings in Eden. One must be the tree of life in the middle of the garden. One must be the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. As Ezekiel 31 is pointing out. The other trees fainted at him. They also envied him. That also means the angels of Genesis chapter 6 also went whoring after the daughters of men. That means they too assumed an avatar form. Which I hate to say it, but Hinduism explains that better. If you understand, right? Jews. You don't know it all. If you do, you won't say it. And I'm not anti-Semitic because you won't say it. I'm trying to help even you understand. That's all. It's called The Seven Seals by the Apostle John. It's called the book that is delivered to the learned and the unlearned in Isaiah. And they say it is sealed knowledge, or they don't understand it. That's what you're doing. And it starts in Isaiah 60:16, at least, when he says, in the breast of kings you shall suck. Okay, that's why they changed it in the Septuagint to, and the riches of kings you shall possess. Right? No. They sealed it. It's supposed to be mastois. Whatever the word for suck is in the Greek. I'll look it up later on, but you know what I mean, right? I know. I'm just tired. Now, another thing, like I'm telling you, is see, if you're a married man, right, you can't look on a woman to lust after her. It don't say nothing about if you're single, right? Okay, that you can't look on single women and find them attractive or want to have sex with them even, right? What it does say, though, is once you find one and you settle down with one, she's the one. Right. Don't you think that's what I'm trying to do, but you're interfering in? Right. Like Katie today had another weird experience with a girl in the restaurant I'm trying to eat at. And I'm trying to guess if something happened, right? Now, there's theories, okay, if I'm losing time. But I do know my personality, right? And Katie was working, right? The other women were doing their thing, right? And all I remember is some of the things we were talking about, right? While she was serving me and getting my water and stuff like that and coffee, right? Right? But it was kind of weird, right? Um, mm, Okay. Now, when I first got there, right, I see this guy and girl going into the Huddle House. So, but the guy's seeming like he's jealous that I'm looking at the girl, and I just got there, so I'm just seeing them go into the Huddle House. So I'm not thinking anything, right? So again, right. So I go in there, I sit down, right. The next thing I know, it's 2:33 when I sit down, right? And then it's 7 minutes later suddenly, right? And Katie's talking about being she's sorry she's the only waitress there. Because they're doing some kind of work survey or something. Uh, something, right? Now, all I can think of is I might have offered a foot massage jokingly. I don't know if she took me up on it either. But like I said, when things get a little weird, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, right? So, right, I'm trying to behave. I find her attractive. You know, I'm noticing her being nice looking girl. But again, right, I'm trying to behave, but I'm also losing the 7 minutes and another 7 minutes, right? So again, right. Then they finally make my food, and the guy, this main chef, main cook or whatever, right? He tells me it normally takes about 3 minutes, right? So I don't know what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. They're not really backed up, and everyone's there for like a work-related seminar type thing, right? And the main one I'm interacting with is Katie. I'm just sitting because um, the 6 feet social distancing and all that, right? Um, again, I have my mask on when I go in, but I take it off to eat the food, right? And again, right? The guy and the girl do sit by me, right? But they're over 6 feet away. Almost 12, 10 to 12, right? And I'm just focused on basically, giving my order to Katie, right? And I come in with a coupon, and I get the, what's it called? Um, um, well, Denny's got the Grand Slam. IHOP has their specials, and Huddle House and Waffle House, right? Waffle House has like the All Star, right? Right. Mm. And I trying to remember it. But again, it seems like I'm losing about 7 minutes a pop, right? That's all I know. And of course, I tip Katie the change, right? And $1.80, right? And then I go to Walmart, but it's kind of crowded, and I go to Tanger Outlet, right? And then I go into the $5 store, right? Across the way and look around it for a bit. Trying to kill time to the movie starts, which is around 5, right? So I go back to Walmart, find the parking space finally, right? And I drive around in the little scooter because my back's hurting by then, right? I don't know. Right. And you act like it can't get worse or better, right? But the VA just said it got better. So you can't do that, no. Either it's getting better or it's not, and then I'm having another accident, right? Okay. Now, if they had whatever was going on with Memorial versus the Navy, right? To Memorial just kind of let me do whatever happened, right? And by the time I'm in the room, and first they have you in ICU emergency room, right, for a few hours, right? And they put you in the hospital room, right, for a few hours. All right, so I go from the ICU room, which is where my mom tells me I'm in a wreck, right? And I'm not feeling no pain, right? By then, right? And again, I don't remember doing the CT the following morning, which cleared it, right? Or the X-rays, right? That's what they said we did, right? They hooked me up to at least the 100 cc's, 1,000 cc's of sugar water, and gave me at least a tetanus shot, right? Again, right? And that's all on that, right? They did, right? They didn't cover anything else in the nurse's records, right? They didn't give me any painkillers. But after the fall, I'm in pain and I've been trying to take pain pills, right? Not before. And like I said, a sudden slip and fall can make it worse until you can get more therapy, right? Well, like I said, you're blackballing me with the lawyers. Seems that way to me. If I can't have a slip and fall when I really slip and fall, right? Okay, you can't just cover me with the Navy and the VA. If I have a do slip and fall. That's trying to get out of a worse situation you could have put me in, right? Not saying I'm going to let you paralyze me or anything like that, right? But the knee's got to heal, right? For example, right? If you land on asphalt. Like with before, in the other store, which, because of the stress I mentioned on the last video, but again, right? I'm mentally ill after 93. I hear voices suddenly. You finally cracked me. My shipmate. So, and I realize something's wrong with Christian Fellowship Church, kind of, but I'm also trying to work with them to figure it all out, too, right? Well, like I said, they're teaching orthodoxy from the Jewish side of it to the Christian Constantine. Well, Constantine is a Roman male emperor. And his probably be if Jesus was androgynous, he has to call him Lord. He might not feel too keen on that. He might not mind the Lord being thrice male, which kinda is possible, technically, because you can be father who has a son, and the son has a son within him as he grows up and reaches the age of the father was when he had him, right? And in that way, there is a trinity of males, right? Technically, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. But guess what? No. You also have Mother, Daughter, and Holy Ghost, because both come from both, right? So you're not independent of each other. And that's what Constantine did when he tried to make God's soul image male. And of course, men are gonna like that doctrine. Yeah, they are. And it's gonna make women and hermaphrodites inferior because, again, one's half male, half female. One's fully female. And they're still, unless the hermaphrodite gets buff like a woman, bodybuilder or something. That would explain why when Jacob wrestled with the Lord, the angel of the Lord, he was kind of tying, right. You know what I mean, right? Until the angel of the Lord tapped the hollow of his thigh. I don't know. But that's kind of cheat, ain't it? It is right. Because, right. Jesus can do that, right? Jacob can't. Jacob can't, right? Now, really what it is because of the sin in Eden, when the angel of the Lord, right, and the angel of death who died in Eden after he sinned with Adam and Eve, right, both his death caused his thigh, the hollow of it, to shrink, right? Because he's more also tied to Adam and Eve, right? And the death of Satan after the fall, when he went down to the grave. Who do you think was the first suicidal person? Satan himself in the Bible. Who do you think teaches you to try and kill yourself? Satan. But you don't acknowledge Satan anymore. I know. You're helping him win, fool. Do you think the devil don't believe in you when you don't believe in him? Oh, he does. He counts on you not believing in him. Or God, or good. He don't want you to believe in him or the Lord. We don't. And even the Satan worshippers don't get the true image. They'll put a goat head on it, but what if it's a human head? With boobs that Eve saw as a tree to be desired to be one wise and good for food for her offspring too, right? So you gotta think of it as Eve would, not you. You. And if you see something with a penis in boobs, right? You see how Eve would see it as good for food, and she could have sex with it like her husband too, right? But, it wasn't her. Satan couldn't introduce the anal sex to it and not really bother her. But when it came Adam's turn, they saw they were dead. They knew it. Let's look at that again. What it says. One more time. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Now, like I told you before, and you better think about this, crazy, because one of us is crazy here. Okay? If you eat a piece of fruit, what do you eat it with? Your mouth. But if you have sex with Satan, what do you cover afterwards? If it's sex, adultery, against your marriage, it can kill you. Okay? You coveting it, Eve is, and then Adam is, and you're stealing, okay, Satan's seed, right? You covered adultery, right? You're not honoring your father and mother, the tree of life, or God, or God. You're taking the name of God in vain. You're putting another image besides the tree of life's image, and replacing it with its image, which is a deceptive image. See, Jesus metamorphed. Satan transforms into an angel of light. Right? Paul told you that, right, Christians? Right. Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. But what kind of transformation? Schizo. What do you call something that's skeezy? Schizo. It's the form of God, but it's not for God. Satan's in that form is for sex. You're not supposed to have sex in the form of God. Why? You're a hermaphrodite, right? But when you become male and female, you can what? Have sex. Have sex. See? Why were they still male and female when he tempted them? They were entering the seventh day, the day of the Lord's rest. Now, after he ate, how long did he live according to Moses? 930 years. And what is as a day, or a passing of the night to Moses? 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Peter said it too. This is in Psalms 94, right? Not 94, 90, verse 4. And Peter said a day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. He's still not getting what John means about the 10 days of tribulation, which is 10,000 years, by the way, Peter. You want to be here for 10,000 years, huh? Okay, buddy. Mm-hmm. You will be till all's fulfilled. I'm part of that fulfillment too, but still. He said 10 days of tribulation. That could be up to 10,000 years, fool. And he's writing down it in an allegory. And he's not coming out and saying it because he don't want to go through it either, but he knows he's got to tell the truth too, and that's why he changed Stethos to Mastois. And ask any Greek person, and they only have 2 words for chest. One Stethos is a male's chest. One Mastos is a female's chest. Period. The Jews, though, they don't. They have multiple words for a female breast, even in the Septuagint, right? And if you look into it, you would see it too, Christians and Jews, right? Muslims too. See, my job is to try and reach you all, if I can, with the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help me God, who is a spirit. Neither Jew nor Gentile, bond nor free, male nor what? Female. Why can I say male nor female? Because Moses said not to make graven image in which image? First, the likeness of male or female. The likeness of male, me, or the female, her. Neither one is the image of God because they're the reproductive image after Adam was made a hermaphrodite. Right? As the Gnostics pointed out too. Right? And then made male and female. Which, like I said before, can be easily explained. If you listen, if you don't, you're being a headache for everybody. And I can't force you to listen. But I have to tell you over and over again until God determines you won't. Whatever grace period it gives you a being to tell you. I don't know. See, that ain't up to me. That ain't up to you. If I'm still telling you the same thing, and I'm blacking out when I'm going to the restaurant to eat my food, that's not normal. Now, Katie could tip me, but so could the girl across the way, so could the cook. But I behave. I try to behave, right? I didn't go there to get something. Food. Only. But if something happened with Katie, I'm not mad about it, right? I forgave whatever happened, right? Not so I would forget it, but so I could be healed from why I don't remember it. See, if you don't remember something, but you remember some of it, but not all of it, right? Someone's trying to cause you amnesia of a certain amount of time of your interaction with the waitress as well. Which who are you really interacting with? Her. So all I can figure is I might have offered her a foot massage jokingly. And maybe she took me up on it. But the only place you can really do that is privately in the bathroom, like I told you, right? But it don't mean I would do anything but the foot massage in the bathroom. Now she got me a water and a coffee, but I'm waiting for the food, right? And the next thing I know, it's 7 minutes later, right? Same thing, right? Another 7 minute passes, right? And again, no food still. The guy kind of has to get on to them to fix the food, right? Okay. Now, I'm noticing though Katie's boobs and ass. I ain't gonna say I don't. I ain't gonna say I don't. But I'm still trying to behave, and because I don't know if she has a boyfriend yet, right? Or fiance, or married, right? See, that's the first thing I tell you. I try to figure out, right? If I don't know and you're 16, I don't even ask. It ain't my business. Anyone. I don't ask certain questions of you, right? I assume you probably do. I would be attracted to you. I know other boys would be attracted to you. You're on age. You're on age. Yes, I'm the male child, but I'm 50 now. I know that. Thanks. And like I said, I don't go after nobody. They have to come here, and I don't waste time. I know. If you want me, like the song says, if you want it, here it is. Come and get it. But you gotta hurry and we'll make it last. Something like that. Been a while since I heard that one. But you get the point. I'm not going after the waitress to just massage her foot. But if I was gonna just massage her foot, that would be all I would do. The reason to knock me out over it is in the bathroom massaging her foot. Right? Right. See what I mean? See what I mean? If she let me go into the bathroom with her, right? Or invited me to go into the bathroom with her, right? I don't recall. Okay, that part. But I'm having, again, the kind of temporary memory loss like in the salon, right? And again, if I go into the bathroom, I'm also trying to talk to her and get to know her better, right? Not to just have sex with her, right? So what I'm doing is what? Waiting for your food, waiting for the food. And checking Katie out a little discreetly, right? Checking out her boob, checking out her butt. Like a normal guy. And again, I think she's hot. I don't say nothing directly that I recall. But I'm not saying I wouldn't kind of hit on her either. Though, if we go into the bathroom and I start massaging her foot, that's all that's all I'm going to do. Right? I'm not going in there to do more unless, she just wants it. And that's up to her too. What to get in there now? Come on. Let me show you where's that. Alright. And I am a patient man. I just went there to get something to eat. I came here because I'm hungry, and whatever you're doing, I'm not knowing exactly what's going on, but I know there's something going on, like something. Even with Katie. But see, I don't mess with someone if they're with someone, right? I know. I don't care who you are, try not to mess with you, right? But Katie now I might would hit on a little. Because she's very there, and I might flirt with her a little, right? But tell her a little jokes, right? Now, I think with Megan, I just got her the ticket, and went into the movie, right? Tonight. Because again, Megan's around 17 maybe now, and I still feel she's too young for me, right? I prefer her to be 18 or 19 then, right? Like I said, right? Even if she's going to school online, I want her to be out of school before I'll date her because I'm an adult. Out of school, right? Trying to go to college or university or film school, but you're not letting me. I done filled out the FAFSA. It's a sin. Father, forgive me. I didn't mean to do it. Just trying to find a girlfriend. Even if it's one night stand turned into. I live with only one of the women. No. I got engaged a couple times. I know. At least twice. I know. Mm-hmm. Rose and Maribel. Rose and Maribel. Mm-hmm. But again, right? Rest of them are more one night stands, right? The second longest was Stephanie, right? And that's just trying to move on, right? From Sheena, right? When I got back to port, right? And confused by her behavior too. I don't know what's going on, right? I'm thinking she has a problem with me like Pastor Thomas did about the two witness thing, right? I don't know. I don't know what the real problem is, right? You think it's the two witness thing. Yeah, yeah. I don't know nothing more that's going on, and I'm only writing her handwritten letters, so that's why I'm asking now. Well, what, did my shipmates write her type letters or something? Is there something I'm missing? And did it in my name with the red tag or something and tried to sign it with my name? As if they're me, as if they're you. That's fraud too. That's also stealing someone's identity, King of Men. And you too. Third class paid out 3 whatever your freaking name was, I forget. Lucky for him, lucky for him. But I can't turn you in if I don't remember your name, but I'm not trying to. I don't know y'all did that. I just thought you were trying to, not work with me. I wanted me not to be around you, right? So I was trying to avoid you, right? Just stay away from you, right? Didn't know it was a quid pro quo either till the school. Never really heard of that. Never really heard of that. I knew about sexual harassment, but like I said, right, I thought to know was enough to convey that. But the problem was Ben never trained me nor the king, right? See, you're supposed to show me more than they did, right? Then I would know more about how to work on the ship with or without their help. But see, that way they can give me poor evals too. Now, the first year, you're just doing basic training, boot camp, A school, and you're in the kitchen of the ship for the first 3 months as well. In fact, from boot camp to A school, I was in the kitchen too, right? Working in the galley. Unit on basis called the galley. I don't sound like someone who's been in the Navy and knows Navy terminology too, right? Right. Exactly. So someone's still trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Question is, are you going to still let them? It don't matter who did what, or why I blacked out or not, right? But until I complete what I came in there for, which was to get something to eat, I'm not leaving either. I'm not leaving either. Right. Now, if you're going to refuse my service for some reason, you got to do that when I come in and say, we don't want to serve you, right? But you usually got to give a reason, or I'll mention it on YouTube. Now, I'm not complaining about whatever happened with me and Katie either. I'm just saying it kind of lost time there, right? Not saying what we did or didn't do, right? Again, it could not. Only Katie would know that, right? Like with the girl. If we did more than that or not. I'm not going to embellish on her freedom or her right to privacy either. See, I don't kiss and tell. I don't remember kissing her to tell. I don't know what it was that happened there, right? But I do know the time was lost. So, what are you doing? What are you doing?